Every city has its own local culture of live music. Each has its own diverse range of bands and artists playing various styles to an array of audiences, and all with their own individual aspirations. Southampton is no exception, where a wealth of talent and ambition plays night in, night out at venues across the city. With so much effort being committed to sustain a vibrant atmosphere for live performances, we want to explore what it takes to be involved in the local music scene, and if, ultimately, it's always worth it. In an attempt to get an insider's view of the Southampton music scene in action, we decided to talk to Kumiss, a local band currently building up to performing newly written material for the first time. Hi Kumiss, you've got a gig coming up at the Joiners, one of the local venues. How often do you play in Southampton?
Well, we used to play a lot more often than we do now, but we found that basically it was hard to get a crowd every couple of weeks. We've now found our approach is to play once a month or every couple of months, and it's a lot easier to get a nice healthy crowd along. It would be nice to get known in Brighton and London, but it's hard when you don't live there. I mean, if you can sort of live there, network, get to know people, then you can find a good scene for your band.
I do think that comparatively we have got a good following in Southampton.
We're thinking maybe moving up to Brighton or London in the long run, just because we feel like there's only maybe so far we'll get in Southampton. Yeah.
Southampton's not, how many hit bands do you hear coming out of Southampton? They might start there, but then they go different places.
When we were on tour, we had probably 50-50 shows that were like busy and then shows that were empty, and the shows that were empty didn't really bother me, and I didn't think, oh, it's a shame, because the ones that were full sort of made it worth it.
We spoke to Mike Spall, founder of the Southampton-based independent music website, Southscene, a user-driven forum for organising and advertising gigs, and a supportive community for artists and journalists. We talked to Mike about the promotional aspects of the music scene, as well as unsigned talent and its relationship to the music industry as a whole.
I think the problem is, if you want to be a promoter full stop and really put your all into it and actually make some money out of it, you've got to be willing to compromise. And one thing Southscene and just me in general, I do what I want to do and provide that platform for other people. So I think the whole of the music industry has changed, full stop. It's so hard for any band to get, onto that next level, if that's what you're after anyway. Maybe now bands shouldn't be thinking like that. They should just be enjoying playing shows.
Tonight we're at the Joiners, one of Southampton's leading venues for showcasing local acts, on the night where Kumiss will perform their newly written songs live for the first time. The Joiners itself is steeped in musical tradition. Over the years it's hosted many of today's established artists when making a name for themselves on their earliest national tours, cementing its reputation as an influential venue for promoting talent. We spoke to Kumiss prior to the gig to see how they expected the night to go.
So how many tickets do you reckon you guys, how many people are you expecting to turn up tonight?
For our band,
roughly?
Probably about 20 or 30, but hopefully there's about 110 to 20 people coming down tonight overall.
So of the sort of 20-30 you've sold, is that like a sort of standard fan base that you've built up, or is that mostly friends and family, or
a
mixture of both?
A bit of both, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sort of, like a few friends and then sort of a few people that have enjoyed our last gigs and stuff.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see.
Come and check it out again, I suppose.
Tonight we're giving out a 2-track sampler of our album with a flyer for our album launching, so hopefully that will get people interested in the album.
Looking forward to hearing your set tonight.
Cool.
Sweet.
Thanks. Thanks.
Cool.
Hi, we're Kumiss.
when bands do get disillusioned when they haven't made it, and it's like so many bands split up because of that. It's like, oh, get a grip, just enjoy it for what it is, yeah. Because you know, making it really isn't the be-all and end-all of what music should be about, you know.